In today's episode we are going to speak about inflation, the new taxation system implemented by the Polish government, and as well the new inflation measures presented as well by the government this week. My name is Tiago, and on this channel you can find videos about personal finance, investments and crypto. As a foreigner living in Poland for the last 5 years, I found very difficult to find information in English where I can fully understand. Fortunately, now I'm able to understand the news, so I made these videos to help people that are living here and have the same difficulties, or somebody just want to know what's happened in Poland. If you like the content, please consider to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up to help YouTube recognize this channel and show this video to more persons. So the latest data of inflation has come, and in December of last year we've reached 8.6% of inflation. It means that the prices average or the cost of living in Poland got 8.6% more expensive, reaching levels since November 2000. Facts that contribute to this: personal transport, of course fuel, housing and utilities 14.3%, namely gas and energy, food and non-alcoholic beverages 8.6%, and on a monthly basis consumer prices are expected to advance 0.9%. If we're going here to the forecast, we can see that the economists expect maybe having two digits inflation already in the next months. As advanced by the minister, we can expect a very hard time, in his words, until the middle of the year, which in my opinion, and we are going to see more on this video, I believe the situation it will be way worse. So stick with me and let's find out why I think this way. To start, the euro area annual inflation, it's average 5%. It has never been so high, at least the data that shows here, in the last 10 years. Of course, this is in line with what's happening all over the world. If you know, inflation in the United States is as well the highest in the last decades. And following this line of thought, what we can see is that, according to the Bloomberg, the opinion of diverse economists is that it's not COVID that will drive the global economies in 2022, but yes, the central banks, and the biggest risk that they consider all over the world is inflation. Why they think about that? Or this way? Because policies that the central banks will take, in this case Poland, as you know, we are raising the interest rates, making the access to credit and to money more difficult, can be followed by, for example, United States, where they already announced the 4 rate hikes during this year, and a hawkish position regarding public debt and investments. As well, Eurozone, Christine Lagarde said that they don't see reason to raise the interest rates. So we can see these different policies of different governments will pose the biggest threat to the economic development in this year. Of course, we have the issue with the COVID. We have as well the issue with the supplying goods, the shortage of the goods. Everything needs to be taken into account. Coming back to Poland, Poland Consumer Price Index, we can see the price more detail: housing, water, electricity, gas and other fuels 20%, transport 10%, recreation and culture 6%, alcohol 6%, restaurants and hotels 6%, which in my opinion this is not true, because as we are living in Poland, we can see prices of food went up more than 10%. Alcohol and tobacco as well, restaurants and hotels way more than 6%. Services, it's a lot of money, but of course they don't have the full picture. These guys lead with data, we live with this every single day when we go to shop, when the bills come home to pay. It's a mess. Another important data that I like to look as well, and it's important to know, it's the Poland money supply M3. If you don't know, there's 4 levels: M0, M1, M2, M3. Being M3, the full money supply circulating in the country or in the economy, and we can see that the value is every month is increasing. And why? This is simple. The government is printing money, and when the government prints money, just to give you a little bit of understanding, government prints money, so there's more money circulating. As the demand doesn't increase, or the value of the money doesn't increase because people are not producing enough to that, in fact the money loses value. And what we can see here, we see the euro chart. The Polish zloty, it's every time losing value against, in this case for euro. If you're going to the dollar, it's the same. Why? Because there's more money. The money is produced artificially, it's being printed. It's not like the population is producing, is selling. So this leads to a depreciation of the zloty towards other currencies. The same with the interest hikes. When the price of money goes up, this also affects here. But I really want to understand, because this plays out everything together. As we are going to see in the new measures for the inflation, somebody needs to pay the price, and that's why it's one of the reasons why I think that the inflation will be higher than 10%. The effects will long last, not only this year, but in the next year or two. Of course, it depends on a lot of things, but I believe time will give me right. So now going back to the Polski Lad, Polski Ład, or Polski mess, or chaos, like I like to say. I'm sure you know this already. A lot of people are complaining about the lack of money, the reduction. For me, that I haven't received yet under this new tax, it's complicated. I don't know how it will be. I know for sure I will receive less, but this that was announced as being the biggest financial reform in the last 20 years, it's revealing to be a mess. Of course, they are going to revise it, because, to be honest, they want to help the medium class and the people with low income, and to which some extent I totally agree. Of course, I have a quite critic opinion about the position of this government towards the way to give money to people, but that's a different topic. We were discussing here, what can you expect? You know for sure until 30,000 zloty you don't pay taxes. If you receive an up to 120,000 zloty brutto per year, you're not going to feel any difference. And of course, if you earn more than 120,000 zloty per year, you'll see the difference. I had really difficulties, but I could find a calculator for the salary that it reflects what I think it will be. So I will leave the link on the description below. Make sure to take a look. I hope it's useful to you as well. Please give a like to the video, subscribe to the channel. Please help me to grow the channel, to produce more content with this that can help you and can help other persons. So here basically what you need to do, you put the brutto salary that you earn, and then you have here, or you feel the PIT 2, or you don't feel the PIT, or you didn't feel the PIT 2. In my opinion, you should feel the PIT 2, because we are going to see. So for example, for a 12,000 zloty brutto and you didn't feel the PIT, you click oblige, which means that every month you're going to receive 8,550 netto. You can see only in December you're going to receive less, and it gives you as well the amount total, and says that you can make more 11,000 under this new Polski Lad. If you put nie złożyłem PIT, you go oblige, and then you see you receive less money. This is bit 2. It's advance payments to the tax office that you do. So if you don't nie złożyłem, you are paying the full amount, and then you are going to get reimbursed hopefully next year. And when you put nie złożyłem, it means that you are doing you don't want to do the advance payments, so you are receiving the money, and then next year you might have the need to pay or not. In my opinion, to be honest, and I believe that most of you will agree, I prefer to have the money on my pocket every month, and then next year if I need to pay, I'll pay, not the opposite situation. Again, I'll leave the link on the description below. I found as well another one that reflects accurately what I talk and what I show on this previous one. So now going to the Tarcza Antyinflacyjna 2.0, the new measures taken by the government that came out this week, they between others, they will reduce the VAT on the fuel to 8%, so we can expect 60 or 70% grocery reduction per liter. Zero VAT rate on basic food products, so all the products that have 5% of tax, they will have 0. Now the question is if the stores will really lower the prices or they will keep the prices as they are. It's a really complicated situation because the government cannot push the stores to lower the prices. It's going to be really funny to see if the stores will comply, or for example they will lower the price on the products that are 5% and they will raise on the other ones with justification of chain supply, whatever. I'm really curious to see this. Zerówka stawka VAT na gas. Again, the VAT for the gas from February, it will be 0. So it will be one of the cheapest in Europe because there will be no tax. 5% VAT on the electricity and 0% on the fertilizers to help the farmers. These will be in force from February the 1st until middle of the year. Which brings me to the thing I said in the beginning of the program. The government is doing this to help people, to help the families. Totally agree on this. We all going to benefit. But the price of this needs to be paid. As you know, Polish government is being punished by European Union on 500 million euros every single day. So we are receiving less money from Europe. The situation of the world, it is what it is. They are printing money all the time. Zloty is losing the purchase power month after month. That's why I'm saying it's important to have investments in euro as a way of mitigate these problems that we are seeing. After these measures stop, what I believe is the prices will spike suddenly and the impact will be way bigger. As you can see, 8.6% with these measures. Now these measures will come in. Let's see how much is going to fall the inflation, if it will fall. And then in July, August, September, we'll see huge spikes of price of inflation. This is my opinion. Please let me know what you think on the comments below. I really hope that you understand what's going on in Poland, the importance of saving and having as well investments in other currencies to protect us against what's happening in this country. Despite all, I love being in Poland. Tell me what you think. Until next video.